Hey, so in this video, I'll show you how to generate SEO friendly product title and description inside Airtable using the existing product data that we have. So in this case, I'll be using OpenAI to generate the product titles and descriptions right inside Airtable. You do not need any additional tool or any third party tool for this. So everything happens inside Airtable. But yes, you will need the API access and a paid account for Airtable. As you can see that I have a bunch of products with a lot of like data about them. For example, product type, brand, model, features, colors, materials, target audience, use cases, style, and price for each of the product. And these are just dummy products. I'm just showing it for the demo. So now I'll be generating like titles and descriptions for like these products using the data that we have. So at first we need the script. So this is the script. You can get it from here. I'll add a link to this in the description below. And from here, like when you get the script, you will receive this Notion document. Here you will find the scripts for all the major AI models. For example, the OpenAI, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, Grok, DeepSeek, and I'll be adding a lot more in the future as well. In this case, I'll be using OpenAI, so I'll just click on this OpenAI, and then this is a script. I can just click here to copy, and then let's come back to Airtable and let's install the extension that we need. So click on this extensions and then add an extension and then search for a scripting. Okay, yes, this is it. You can either search for it, scripting, yeah, add, and then you can just paste the script here that you copied, and then you can close it down, and then when you click on this finish editing button, it will show you all the fields that you have to fill. Yes, at first you need to select the table that you are working in. So currently I have three tables, but I'm working in this e-commerce products table, so I'll select that. Then it asks me for view name. Let me make it a bit wider. Yes. So next the view name. It so for view name, either you can see here the view name or click on this views, and then this is the view name. So you'll have to write exactly as it is. Grid view. Let me close it. Yes. Enter prompt field names. So we do not have the prompt field names yet, and we also need the output field names. We do not have those, so let's create that. At first we need a prompt field. So I'll create a formula field and I'll name something like prompt for the title, right? And then I need the formula. This is the formula that I have already created, and as you can see that it's very detailed, like write 100-character SEO friendly product title using the following product information and product type, and all the, like, these are dynamic fields which are coming from here, like the header names, and the backslash n that you see, this is for new line. So when I create the field, you'll see how it works. So you can see that the prompt is generated for all the rows that we have. If I open any one of it, write 100-character SEO friendly product title using the following product information, and this is for this row, like running jacket, windrush, aeroshield, and so on, right? And then I'll be saving the title in a single line text field, and I'll name it something like product title, product title, right? Now the prompt field names, I'll have to write this prompt title. So I'll write just that, and then output field name, respective output field name. So I want the output for this prompt in the field called product title, right? Yeah. And now I need to create another field for description. So let's create another formula field for the prompt of description. So I'll write prompt description. You can write anything like here, but for better understanding, like this is a prompt fill and we will not need it later on. So that is why I'm writing this so that it stays highlighted and I can later delete it if I want. So I need the formula, and this time I have already the formula created, and these are the dynamic fields. But here you can see that product title. So in this case, I'll be writing the title, and which will come from here in this like column. So let me create it and then I'll explain. So when the script runs, it will generate the output first for this column and then for the next column. So when the title gets generated, so I'm again passing the title, product title, from here to the prompt for the description. You can see that product title is currently empty because this field is empty. But when we run the script, it will have some data and that will be passed here. And then I want the output for the product description in the long text field, and I'll name something like just description. Okay, so it's ready and we have the second prompt. So if you have multiple prompts and then multiple outputs, you can just separate them by commas. So I'll write here prompt description, which is our second prompt field. And then I'll write the respective output field name here, which is description. It's ready now. And then you need the OpenAI API key. So I already have the API key created, which I'll just paste here. And then I need to select the OpenAI model. So in this case, for these kind of tasks, GPT 4.1 works the best, but you can choose any other model that you want. For example, the 4.0 or O3, O4 mini, and so on. I'll select GPT 4.1 and temperatures. Most of the time, I select the temperature as 0.7 because it's generally balanced and provides the best output. But you can like write it from 0.1 to 2 depending on your needs. Enter max tokens. So I'll write it 1000 and then system prompt something like be precise, do not write uncommon words and phrases. So it's ready, and when I click on this run button, it should start running. So yes, I think everything is ready, and let's check it. So it says processing row this. As you can see that this is now generated, and when this got generated, if I open the prompt for the description, you can see that the product title has been updated here, and yes, and now we have the product description, and this is in the format that we want, and all the information that you are seeing here will be 100% correct because you can see that Max Air 2.0 sneakers. So Max Air 2.0. All the information in the description or in the title will be 100% correct because AI is not generating these from its own memory, but it's only writing the description in the format that we want based on the data that we have provided. So yeah, it's generating. I can stop it anytime, and you can see that it stopped. And if you want to uh, change any other model, for example, now we want the output from GPT 4.0, so I can select GPT 4.0 and start running. So when you run it again, it will only run for the rows where this is output fields are empty. It will not regenerate these which have been already generated. So let's try it, and you can see that the first output will see here and then here and so on, as you can see. So I'll stop it. And the best thing is, for example, if you didn't like this output or maybe this output, actually, let me delete these two outputs. And I did not like these two outputs, so I deleted it. And when I run it again, it will only generate the outputs for those. And if there are more empty fields, then it will go on to generate the outputs for those fields. So I'll stop it for now. And this is how it works. And if you want to use any other model, then you can go to this Notion and select any other model. For example, this time I want to use Claude, so I can just come here and then copy the Claude script and then come to Airtable, edit code. I can just delete everything for OpenAI and then paste the script for Claude and finish editing. Then everything is pre-filled. I just need to add the Claude API here and then select the Claude model, which can be like 3.7 Sonnet. Again, 0.7 is generally balanced, 1000. System prompt is already filled. So you can just add your Claude API and then run it and it will work. And if you have the incorrect API, for example, just like this, I typed anything random and you'll see the error. You can see that it says failed processing row, Claude API error. So error handling is also very good. If you run into errors, you will most of the time you'll know what is the error exactly, and then you can do it accordingly. So yes, I'll put the link to this script in the description below. You can get it from there. And see you in the next video.